Look at this cat. You know what? I'm so glad to be around. I'm sorry. I'm so glad to be around my family. I'm so glad to be around my family and obviously the cats. Because it's like when you going through a serious loss, you don't know whether you going or coming. So in a grieving situation, you definitely want to be where you you definitely want to be around family. But I really just want to talk about grieving. Obviously, this channel is called Keeping It 100 Experiences. So it's called that because I'm being straightforward and blunt about all my experiences. So part of my experience right now, if is dealing with a loss of my parent, and it's a feeling like no other, man. I would not wish this on nobody, I swear. Because it's like you don't know if you going or coming. 1 minute you feel normal to where you can laugh, and joke. And then the next minute, out of nowhere, is just the crying and just the feeling sad. Sometimes not caring about life anymore. You get all kind of range of emotions to where you don't know how you gonna feel day to day. So to have somebody that, check on you, or just to have family members around, that means a lot. Because it just depends on how close that person was with you. When somebody loses somebody, and especially a parent, it's hard. Like I said, you got your moments where things feel normal. Like, I got my sister. My sister is a straight, natural comedian. So there's no way you can be around her and not laugh. And my dad, straight up comedian. It's no way you could be around him and not laugh. And obviously, cats. Cats. I mean, some people don't like cats, but I love all animals. But cats always make me laugh too. But it's like around the same time at night, I'm finding myself getting these crying spells. So it's just so weird because 1 minute you just normal, you able to be yourself, and then it's like throughout the day, out of nowhere, you get these spells to where the tears can't stop pouring down before you know your face is drenched. So I've been talking to a lot of people that has lost parents, and I'm so grateful for everybody that's talking to me, telling me how to deal with just the loss of a parent. And a lot of people are saying some of the things, and one of the things they saying is that you never forget, and it never gets easy, but it do just over time, it gets to where it's not such, so hard to deal with as time go on. But no matter how long you lost somebody that you're really close to, you're going to always think about them. You're going to always think about it. It's going to be some things that might trigger for you to think about them more. Like, let's just say now April is when my mom done passed. So now every April is going to be rough for me because I know that's when, her demise was. So what you really had to rely on is just good memories. You got good memories, and you just got to hold on to that they're not suffering anymore. And then you just hold on to that. Hopefully, if they was a good person, that they are in a better place. And yeah, it's not easy, man. It's really not easy because it's like, even though me talking to other people that lost their parents, it's like at the end of the day, you just really want your parent back, whether it's your mother, your father, you want them back. But no matter how you replay things over in your mind, nothing's going to bring them back. So you got to be strong-minded to a point to where you have to come to acceptance with it, because if you are a parent yourself and you got children that you have to live for, then you can't bail out and say like you don't want to live no more, or you sick of life, or even give up faith in God and everything else, because death is part of life. But it is really so easy to feel that way. It is really so easy to say, screw life, I don't want to be here no more, because I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you guys. If it was not for me having kids and a few other people that I care about, I wouldn't want to be here no more. I wouldn't. I would want to be with my mom. I swear I would want to be with my mother, but you can't be selfish like that. You have to get through it. And at this point in time, the way that this virus is taking people out, I'm sure there's so many people that is grieving right now. And my thing is, part of the grieving process is allowing yourself to feel the feelings of grief. Don't try to hold it back, because you're not dealing with it. You have to let yourself cry whenever it comes. You know, if even just being normal, like go through the phases of how you feel. Because even my stepfather, man, he don't know how he feel from day to day. And it's like, even my sister, all of us have roller coaster emotions. It's just like, we just don't know how to feel. And to be honest, it's sometimes to where I'll kind of, I'm not going to say forget, but my mind is not all the way accepting that this really happened. So part of my mind know it happened, but the other part is like, no, she's still at home. You know, nothing happened. And then sometimes I have to really come to reality to realize, no, this happened. She's gone. And it just depends on how your parent died or not. But depending on if they suffered or didn't suffer, that can make your grief a little more worse or not so worse. So in my situation, the thing that's really bothering me is the fact that she was by herself in the hospital. So I'm struggling with, I'm hoping that they really did do all they could do to save her, because by the hospitals being so overwhelmed, you don't know if they really put that full effort into saving your loved one. So that is messing with me. It's really messing with me. And then a lot of times when these people are dying from these viruses, they're not doing a mandatory autopsy. So if there was a malpractice, you don't have no full proof of what's going on unless you order an autopsy and pay for it yourself. So if you just want to prove that they did their job, I think autopsies go from $1,600 up to $2,000 or more. And depending on how the money is, if your loved one had life insurance or not, it's rough, because I'm going through all these numbers and all the arrangements and everything. And man, a funeral expense is high. It's high. I went through hell when I buried my kid's father, because he did not have no life insurance. So I had to raise money for him from scratch, and that was tough. My mom, on the other hand, she has life insurance, but it's barely enough to get going what she needs to be done. So for anybody that is watching this video, please learn from this. Make sure you have enough life insurance or other types of funds, whether it's your 401k, pension, but really life insurance. Have enough life insurance, and they will have enough life insurance to where if your kids have to bury you, you got enough to be buried, and you got enough to leave behind for your spouse and your kids. And make sure the will specify who gets what, so that way it's no confusion on what you need to do. So it is tough. It's even tough when you have to sit here and hold it together. You got to sit here and hold it together and do the arrangements to make sure that your parent get put away properly. And it's like you kind of in denial up until, and it seems like the closer and closer you get to the viewing, or the closer and closer you get to the funeral, is when stuff really gets to where it's kind of like you can't handle it. Because it's like, man, like sometimes throughout the day, I be getting chest pains. Because, you know, I know I get chest pains a lot when I'm under a lot of stress. So obviously me losing my mom and then trying to put all the arrangements together, that's a lot of stress. So I be having to really just try to find ways to get my mind off of it, so that my chest, my heart can kind of calm down. So try not to just overthink what's going on, because a lot of times when you keep focusing on either how they died or that she died, and you're not going to see it no more, this and that make you grieve even harder. So everything is really about how you think at the moment. You have to master your thoughts to where it's more on just thinking about the good memories, and it's more just thinking about the love that you guys shared, and just focusing on that. You never know, they probably watching over you. So I'm praying to God that I can get some kind of comfort, because sometimes when people die, their spirits have a way to let you know that they're okay in the other world. So I'm praying that I get some type of warning from her that it's okay to move on, it's okay to live your life. I live mine, and I'm gone now. So you guys are really helping me out by letting me just tell my story, and I appreciate all the condolences, but I'm just really finding myself kind of drawing back a little bit, to where I really don't want to be on the phone like that. I really don't want to talk to many people like that, because I'm trying to grieve. I'm trying to just let my feelings just go through. Like, I'm trying to deal with myself. And it's so bad that, like, when you grieving, sometimes you don't want to move out of one spot. Like, I found myself on this couch literally all day. I literally was on this couch all day. And then for most of the other days that I didn't have to go out to make arrangements, I was sitting in that chair. Over there, to where I found myself sitting in one spot, and I had to force myself to take showers. I know I gotta eat. So I'm trying my best to just maintain a normal life. But I'd be lying to you guys if I said that at some moments throughout the day that is easy. That's why I'm grateful for my sister. I'm so grateful for just how funny she is. She don't realize the gift she got. But between her and my dad, man, they been keeping me laughing, I swear. They be keeping me laughing. And these cats be keeping me laughing, so yeah. And then, my special loved one, my spouse that I have, he's been just a great blessing to me too, because he's been there for me as well by listening to me and everything else. But I'm really just recording these videos for anybody that's going through similar what I'm going through, as far as just losing somebody from this crazy epidemic. It's just, I'm going through it too. So I'm really just recording for anybody that's about to lose somebody, or somebody might be down the line about to lose somebody. So it's just like a documentary that this is what I'm going through as somebody that lost somebody as a victim to this epidemic. So I will continue as much of recording my journey with this as I can. But you are not alone. If you lose a loved one, don't go numb. Let your feelings flow. Like, just explore how you feel, why you feel, and then be around people that love you. Let your family uplift you. Try not to withdraw, because I'm finding myself trying to withdraw away from people, but that's not going to help. So I have to force myself to talk on the phone. I have to force myself to hang with people instead of just drawing up and just not doing, because it's with so much strength you can have at the time. Before you know it, I probably won't be showering. I'll probably stop eating, and I'll probably let myself go to where, if before you know it, I'll be, joining her. And that's how it can be sometimes. But I have kids to live for. I have other loved ones to live for. So I can't be selfish to have that kind of thinking. But all right, guys, time is of the essence. I'm making better time of it talking to you guys as usual. So God bless to everybody. Please stay clean, wash your hands, wear your mask, social distance, even though they about to reopen a lot of stuff. But even though the government is about to reopen stuff, don't be stupid going into all those crowds knowing that this virus is still lurking out there looking for the next victim. So, all right, guys, deuces.